Alright, and we're live. Some minor technical difficulties there, but we're good now. Hello, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for tuning in to the official Naughty Dog Twitch channel. I'm David Ballard, artist here at Naughty Dog. I'm joined by Robert Ryan, game designer at Naughty Dog.
Hey.
We'll be hearing a little later on from lead multiplayer game designer Aaron Daly, as well as another game designer, Quentin Cobb. The four of us have all worked on The Last of Us multiplayer, and we're really excited to tell you about all the new themes coming in our DLC that we're releasing tomorrow. Today we're going to talk about our new map pack, Reclaimed Territories, and a few other skill bundles and unique skills, as well as our new weapons that we're going to be coming out with tomorrow. We have...
Yeah, we're going to be showing off the weapons and skills on the new maps
There you
today.
go, yes.
And we're going to go through each map once. We're going to use a different type of loadout on each map and something that we've kind of catered to how that map generally works.
Right. Also, we'll be having a free weapon for everybody across the board, DLC or not, the full auto rifle, which we'll be showing off today too. So, so this is our first foray into our community outreach through our Twitch stream and such. Please give us a follow on the Twitch channel, and please leave your feedback and what you'd like to see different or more in the future. If you're not watching this live, head over to the forums at naughtydog.com. Leave your feedback on there. We will be taking a few questions today as well when we have some downtime, so stay tuned. Oh, and one last thing we'll be talking about is the new medals that are coming out that will be released tomorrow too. We'll go trophies, and we'll be talking about those towards the end, so stay tuned for that. So. All right, with that, do we want to go ahead and get started?
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so playing for us to start us off will be Quentin, who will come on to show off his map that he helped design later.
Quentin Cobb, aka Q-Train.
He's picking up his loadout right now. For the first map, we're going to start off with Capital, which is my little contribution. He's starting off with a pretty close-range loadout. Kind of doubling down with a burst rifle and a double barrel shotgun, the new purchasable shotgun, the 1 point. And he's picked a few new skills to kind of go with that. Executioner is something you get more parts for executing, so close range, you're going to be getting a lot of special executions. It's going to help him get parts really quick. And Scavenger 3, which is one of our new skills that I think is going to help out both new and experienced players. It helps you get more items when you go to the caches. So especially if you're moving around a lot, you'll be getting a few more items, or if you're doing really well when you normally wouldn't be getting as many items from the caches, you should be getting a little bit of a boost from that.
Any seasoned player...
It's from the pickups.
Oh, sorry, from the pickups.
From the pickups.
Kills.
Any seasoned player knows that getting those extra items and stuff is really important for purchasables and crafting, of course.
Well, no.
Yeah.
You get more ammo.
Yeah.
Right. We have Eric Monticelli, our community manager, sitting on deck to view the stream. So any questions you guys do have, we are watching and taking notes.
Here we go. So Capital is it's the Boston Capitol building from the single player. It's
very important location in the single player.
Yeah, it's one of the places we really wanted to it was one of these very iconic scenes, and we kind of really wanted to see how we could get that into the multiplayer.
Right.
So now the multiplayer version of this is a little bit later down the line.
I love this room.
Yeah, this is our Pillars room, which if anyone has played, no spoilers, but this is where that important moment happens. So down the line from when that occurs, militaries kind of come in, they rework this area, try to fortify it a little bit, set up shop here, and it didn't go so well. So they had to pull out, left a whole bunch of supplies, and now the Hunters and Fireflies are both moving in to collect those supplies. Unfortunately, they get here at the same time, and fighting ensues.
This room looks like a really fun gameplay is going to occur a lot of like long distance shooting. The pillars are going to have a lot of cool cover and stuff.
This room is a little different than most other rooms we have in our multiplayer. It's got a lot of good cat and mouse gameplay in there.
Right.
All right, and then the general idea of how we kind of shaped this map is there's a nice large open area in the center, and the Capitol building wraps around it, giving you different rooms and different types of engagements in each room that you can go around, and it creates these nice fronts, thankfully, where battles can keep going for a while, and teams can set up and funnel back in to back up their teammates.
Do you think there's any like particular position that players are going to fight over for kind of map control at all, or is it kind of like constantly moving around the map kind of situation?
That little pagoda that kind of just looked at a second ago, the center of the map is an important part, especially in survivor mode of the map, because it lets you respond quickly to all corners of the map, but it's also very open, so you can get, if you're not aware, you can get hit from all areas, and that kind of makes the listen mode be pretty important, so you can keep that map awareness.
Now, is there a centralized location in this map, or is it?
That was the centralized.
Okay, so that pagoda is
basically the center of
gotcha.
the map. The rest of the map just wraps around that outside area.
Ooh,
there's a lot of guys out there.
See if you can pull off that bomb kill there.
So the room he's in now is still this pillars room. Outside where the enemies are fighting is our steps, that kind of flooded steps area, though the water has drained out from then, and he did get the kill.
Nice.
So now he's moving into that kind of open area. You mind looking around out there quick?
Sure.
There we go. Central.
This is our more open area of the map. There's some longer sight lines here. Now he's using a close range weapon, so he's going to be spending a lot of times in the rooms along the sides. But players who have kind of that more sniper-centric or long-range-centric gameplay style probably spend a lot of time outside. Nice. And he's getting, you see a lot of that skill bonus from those special executions from his
scavenger. Right.
From
Executioner, that's right, yeah.
He's getting some more ammo from those pickups too, so he can just keep going, and
he's making really good use of his listen mode too, with all these like interiors and exterior, like space going through the light to the dark. The listen mode is really important.
So because the map is effectively, as I say, again wrapped around the center area, you can get a lot of the map covered in your listen mode, because despite the fact you might not be able to get there quickly, they're still relatively close to you, and you can see them in your listen mode. And this area here is, again, one of these different rooms we tried. It's a little more open than the other rooms, a little longer.
That was his teammate.
Yeah. And so the room he was just in talking about again allows for some of those fronts to develop, especially if you are those long-range players who want to back up your team. That's the area, another good inside area to do it.
Oh, is he gonna? Oh, there you go. He's got the new gun, the Enforcer, out, which is an amazing 4-shot kill.
4-shot kill. It's a little more accurate than other pistols, but it also costs a loadout point.
Right.
This is going to give him at least a little bit of medium range support, since he's gone so heavily close range.
Right.
But it doesn't really look like he needs it.
Wow, they just took out the whole team.
Yeah,
that was pretty awesome. Great
really
teamwork.
Quick here.
Yeah.
Want to head outside a little bit and show off the outside area?
One of the things I really like about this map is that you're going to be going from interiors to exteriors, so you get the light change a lot, and it's kind of mess with players' eyes, so you won't have this. It's just like in real life, right? So you won't have this perfect clear vision. Get this really moody combat going on when you go in between the interiors and exteriors. There's a good advantage that teams will use when they're in the inside fighting people on the outside and back and forth like that.
Interesting thought. Yeah, the inside-outside gameplay gets very interesting, especially in some of our other modes.
Right.
Let's see if we can get this guy. Oh, come on.
T-Train's off today.
Go out, get him.
What do you got?
Well, this is the kind of the lower outdoor area, and this is, again, sightlines are a little more open. You have to be a little more aware of where the enemies are, so you don't get flanked or shot from the side.
Right.
This is, again, the front of the Capitol building. You see the water is receded.
I like the duck, or the swan chair.
Floats.
Yeah.
And this gets some nice. This is where a lot of the verticality of our map occurs, fighting up and down the steps, fighting up and down the hills outside. That's a little different than inside, where you have some more flat ground.
Yeah. Whoever's going to be up in this area is going to have the advantage. Anybody kind of moving up is going to need to find a flank route around, because pushing up directly is going to be pretty tough.
So speaking of flanking right here.
Shiv, get that Shiv! Oh, the revive!
Doesn't seem like he saw you. His teammate can't help him either. Yeah.
Get that Shiv!
Oh,
yes! Oh, the most gratifying thing in all of Last of Us multiplayer, the Shiv kill.
So the
nice.
Now, does the Executioner also give you more shiv parts when you
craft a ship.
craft
Let me
it?
craft shield.
So we're getting a nice little outdoor front going here.
Eric, do we have any questions about this map?
Yeah, we keep hearing over and over again to ask each of you what your favorite map is.
Oh boy. Of the new maps.
Biased, so
Okay.
I worked on this map. So, what about you? What's your favorite?
Oh boy, this is a tough one. I'm gonna say coal mine. I can't wait till we show off the new coal mine map. I'm a big sniper. It's got some good sniping positions.
A lot of the maps have different gameplay than what we tried to do before. What we tried to do just in this map pack was spread that out. So if you like a certain type of gameplay, there should be a map for you.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about this map pack is each map gives different kind of combat and new new setups and kind of combat that happens than the previous maps that we've released. They've taken a lot of the lessons of the maps that we've designed, the ones that originally came out and the other DLC maps, and built upon them, created these new experiences that will be great for both new players who are coming to it and also the advanced players who've been playing for a while.
Definitely. So another thing that you just did, escaping in and out, getting away from conflict, being able to move and use the different rooms to your advantage to do that allows you to stay alive a little bit longer.
I can't believe he's still alive. He must have had. Did he have armor?
Yeah.
Did,
Okay, he had armor.
Still.
Right.
I think
Get
this room
healed.
right here is actually one of the more interesting than what we've. It's kind of unique.
Ooh, I got him steady too.
We have this long overview upper area that's open, but gives you a nice little height advantage.
Right.
And there's a kind of a sniper room up top that lets you get a good view over the room. And it's actually really good in interrogation mode as a defensive position until they start throwing bombs and Molotovs inside.
There you go.
Yeah, there's that whole walkway that's up there that we haven't really seen gameplay on yet, but there's an entire like kind of advantage point
Yeah.
that players can get to. It's a kind of a long way to get up to, but you're also kind of exposed a little bit too.
Yeah, so they're gonna get a little bit of a cutback going here. You're gonna
Yeah, I'm
fun.
gonna swoop around up top.
Don't call it a comeback.
Another question, is the double barrel weaker than the regular shotgun?
Is the double barrel weaker than the shotgun?
The double barrel is weaker than the main purchasable shotgun. I believe it's on par with the shorty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it costs one loadout point, comes with no ammo, whereas the shorty takes up that pistol slot, costs one loadout point, but every respawn you start with ammo. It's also a little cheaper than the heavy shotgun.
Right.
And did we change any of the sounds of any of the weapons, or are they just hearing the new weapons that thing?
So the question is,
hear
do we
a lot
change
of-
the sounds on the new
Yeah.
weapons?
So we're going to hear a lot of new weapons today just being used all over the map. You'll be hearing those sounds intermixed with the old. We didn't change any of the older sounds, so you're just hearing the new ones.
So one thing I want to point out is that Naughty Dog is a very collaborative studio. Oh, here, real quick, this is that path I was talking about, that upper route that you
Yeah.
can get to and have a good advantage point and flank if there's a front down there. But
Yeah, it gives you some good coverage outside the doorways. It gives you good coverage in the room. But if someone catches sight of you, there's not a lot of cover up there. You're
Right.
pretty much toast.
but what I was saying is that we're a very collaborative studio. Although we may have one person start out a map, we have a lot of people give input. We have daily tests throughout the entire studio. Anybody's allowed to come and give their feedback.
We got the climactic fight of the match going here.
Oh yeah, we're almost done. Oh, is that bomb?
Someone's trying to save his teammate.
So yeah, it's very interesting to see how these maps have evolved and gotten better. Oh, Mark. Because remember when we were first playing this map a while back, and it's changed a lot, but a lot of the kind of cool core experiences we wanted. Ooh, last one.
Nice.
Nice.
So
And that's game.
That was our capital map.
Wow, Keytrain brought it back. 13 downs. 16 executions. Execution steal over here. What's up, Keytrain? Awesome.
So you can see that loadout did work quite well on that
Yeah.
map, but if you are a long-range guy, you will still be able to get a lot of effective gameplay there.
So that was Capital. Rob Ryan is our chief designer on that one. So
I'm gonna pass off now to, I guess we're doing Water Tower next, and Aaron Daly, our lead game designer for The Last of Us, is gonna come in and talk you guys through that one.
thanks, dude. All right. So next up is the Water Tower map, and joining us is lead multiplayer designer on The Last of Us, Aaron Daly.
Hey guys.
What's up, Aaron?
Hey.
All right, so we're gonna go through a new loadout. Quentin's gonna show off some new weapons, new skills and stuff on this one.
So for this map, he's going to use the preset, one of the new preset loadouts is the Striker. This is much more aggressive, kind of short-range play style, and so it's got, you know, the full auto rifle, which is great for, you know, when you're up close.
That's going out to everybody
players.
too.
Everyone gets to use that. It's got agility, which you'd think, you know, could be only useful in stealth loadout, but it's actually pretty useful in aggressive loadouts too, because you can walk faster, and so even if you're, you know, just trying to get on a flank, you can just get around quicker and flank the enemy. It's got the machete. We're going to show off the new, you know, 3-hit faster machete attack that we've put in. It's a buff to the machete. That was also to have in there. I think it's got. Check my notes here. Striker. It's got Brawler 2, so he's going to probably use that to try and upgrade the machete and add more hits to it.
Right.
And first aid training, because he's probably going to take a lot of damage and is going to
Because he's doing the close range so much, yeah.
I also like to point out this map was designed by Elizabetta, one of our other gameplay designers. She's not here to talk about it, so I'm filling in for her. She did a great job on this map. It's pretty, you know, short range map, but one of the things we did differently with this map is that a lot of our maps typically have kind of a big open kind of centered lane. And this map does not. It only has kind of 2 side lanes. And so what you end up with is you get these much more prolonged kind of fronts that happen, these much more intense battles that happen over these 2 main routes. So we'll probably see a bit of that going on. It's a tighter map. It's a little faster pace. But it's also not that, it's not, you know, super small. It's not checkpoint size. It's a little bigger than that.
One of the key things about this map is the water tower. Because it's the central point in the map, and wherever you're at in the map, you can just look up and see where the water tower is, and know get your bearings, look at the buildings around you, and so that way you can always kind of direct yourself towards the combat and where the enemy team is at that moment.
Yeah, absolutely. So off the bat, Quentin's going left, and this is one of the longer sight lines down here. You'll see there's some snipers over there. So he's going to try and go around.
What's great is you pick a lane, you can get there, and you can immediately see if the other team has gone that way as well, and you have that immediate recognition of, okay, should I go the other way, or should I continue this way, or maybe like nobody's this way, so I'm going to go down this way and try and flank the team on the other route.
One down.
Oh, making good use of the full auto there.
Yep.
Quentin knows just how many rounds it takes to down someone, so he's never wasting ammo. I'm not quite as good with the full auto. I tend to blow my ammo a little faster.
Right.
So they just fought through this garden area, and now he's on the other side of the map.
Okay. One of the really awesome parts about this map is that it's from the single player, the Billstown, the kind of the intro area of Billstown, which is Lincoln, which is a city we made up, Lincoln, Pennsylvania. It's Pennsylvania, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's right. And is a look that we really wanted to get into our multiplayer, because it's really beautiful. I love the time of day. It's a really nice setting, really nice mood, and I really love the shadows that because of the angle the sun creates. It creates like a lot of dark areas, and again, will create a lot of need for listen mode in the shadows and stuff.
It's a good looking map. Oh, we've got a battle going on in the parking lot. So this is.
Oh, he got that shiv. I was like, is he gonna go around? And nice.
That's always good. You can survive this.
Oh, what? Oh, that was that brawler moment. Exactly. It's awesome.
A little bit of health back, managed to survive. So you can see the top of that building there. You can actually get up on top of there and snipe from there. So it's one of the things you have to be aware of.
That's exactly what this. He just showed up perfectly exactly what the point of this loadout is. The Striker preset. He was forced to get that in close. The guy was had that brawler.
He's down.
Yeah, he was definitely able to survive there because of the brawler gave him the extra health. He's got executions like mad.
I know. Yeah, I've only had that executioner on.
Probably got enough parts to buy him machete at this point. He's got to heal up first though.
Yeah.
First aid training.
There's another high point, advantage point on the other side of the map as well. You point out that ledge on this side, but on the other side there's another one.
Correct.
You can get on both sides. You can't see each other from them, correct?
I think there actually is a sight line between those 2 spots. It's basically, the other spot is the window in that building over there on the right hand side, and yeah, you can snipe out of that building Quentin's gonna
Oh man, I wanted to get that so bad. Get it?
Quentin's gonna try to get a bomb.
Keep an eye out.
Almost.
I got some.
Finished. Move out.
Do we have any questions on the Twitch stream right now?
Straggler.
There's a lot of questions too about the matchmaking and how we work that and how we figure out lag and that sort of thing. So
Okay.
just talk about it a little bit.
So the question from the Twitch stream about matchmaking. So matchmaking for this DLC is the same as the other DLC. We'll have a new playlist that will have all these new maps in it, and then it will also contain the original retail maps, but there'll be a much lower chance of those appearing in the vote. So if you want to play these new maps, you can go to this new playlist, and it guarantees you'll be able to play them like almost all the time.
Look alive.
Up there to the left, in that broken building is that other spot I was talking. Oh, get that shiv! Get that shiv! Nice.
One less straggler.
Is the other high point that this side can kind of get up to get a high point, advantage point. And this whole area he's in right now, you can look down and see as people are coming up to you. So they'll have to take the long way to flank around.
Look out. Right.
Oh, his teammates really marking.
I know, yeah. I was about to say.
Got Hawkeye letting the enemies glow.
Target down.
We're having some people ask if you can climb the water tower.
Oh,
got you.
machete, there we go.
Nice. That was the 3-hit down. Nice.
Fast.
So can you climb the water tower?
So the question from Trish is, can you climb the water tower? No, you cannot climb the water tower, unfortunately. Yeah, we're trying to make this map, thematically appropriate to Billstown, and that's where the water tower came from.
Right.
But it's not really a gameplay element per se.
So the key thing about the water tower is that there's water and then there's a tower. And you get a water tower.
Brilliant.
Quentin, when you get chances, can you get up to the upper areas?
Somebody's on top.
Yep, just like that. There's a couple different ways to get up there, just as they demonstrated. Perfect. Oh, beautiful. And you can see the vantage point that this gives you. And you're right, yeah, you can see a little bit of the across the way.
Downing guys with full auto at range. That's pretty good.
As a sniper, I appreciate this a lot.
So there's this island over to the other
Yes.
building there. You can get sniped off of.
Right. But it only gives you the advantage of like kind of this area. So if like your team's down to like 4 people left, your team comes back over here to defend. You can get up on that point and kind of see where they're coming from. They'll have to take the long ways around, like I was saying.
Quentin sure loves that play execution.
That was awesome.
We did actually in this patch actually add some more blood to that execution because the effects were actually missing. So we actually put a fix in there. Was that this double barrel I think they were using, guys?
No.
Oh, that was just a Spectre.
Oh, it was the
That was a
Spectre.
Spectre.
Spectre's also a new gun that we're releasing as well, right?
Absolutely, yeah. That's one of the stealth weapons, silenced submachine gun.
Nice.
So each button on the machete looks like.
And armor. Wow. So upgrade. How does upgrading the machete work?
I mean, it's a purchasable like the other purchasables. So you buy it, you've got your 3 hits on it, and then if you have brawler, you can add an additional hit to it. Oh,
Oh, double miss.
mod 2x4 versus machete.
Get that execution.
So we didn't see it there, but that's one of the things we changed with the machete is that if that guy was swinging his 2x4 at the same time as Quentin with the machete, Quentin would have won that engagement because the machete is now staggering the 2x4 player.
Machete is kind of like a higher version of melee compared to the upgraded 2x4, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We felt like it wasn't fair for somebody who spent all the parts and bought a gun, a melee weapon, to be beaten by a player who had just crafted that melee weapon.
So we got a question. Why didn't we decide to make the enforcer on the loadout point when it does less damage than the free revolver?
So the question from the Twitch stream. Oh, he's gonna get.
Oh, no
mauled
way.
here.
No way.
Couldn't fight his way out of that one.
Good try, Q-Train.
So the question for the Twitch stream was, why isn't the Enforcer one loadout point when it does less damage than the revolver? And really it's because it has a much faster rate of fire and a really tight accuracy. You can use that gun at medium range really, really well. Some people even use it at long range for sniping. If you're a guy who likes to do headshots, it's a great gun. It's very accurate. So, I mean, it's not all about number of shots to down. It's about the whole equation of balance. And the Enforcer is a pretty deadly pistol.
Which is your favorite new gun in the weapon packs?
That's a good question. I would probably go for the Enforcer, actually.
The Enforcer?
It's good general purpose. Where you get 2 headshots.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's really general purpose. You can use it in a lot of different situations.
How many loadout points does the Enforcer cost?
It's one extra loadout point.
One extra loadout point. Nice. I was really hoping we'd see some double barrel executions going on. Those are pretty brutal.
Okay.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
it. Keep an eye out.
Bomb.
Smoke's
Quentin is
away.
like our designated
Look out. Right.
multiplayer master.
Yeah, he's one of the best players we have. For sure. He's gonna buy a machete and then mod it. Look at that.
Okay, that's how you mod it through
Also,
the
we should-
up to the crafting system.
We should probably mention
Move
at this
out.
point that you saw when he was modding the machete that we've. Oh, it's good right there.
Oh, with the flamethrower. And get to cover back. Ooh,
Amazing if he
Over
fights
there,
away on this one.
dude, no way. No way. This is what we're talking about. Oh, really good ship.
Wow, there's a machete. What do you can ask for him?
Oh.
Down one.
What's the score now? Oh, a pretty close game actually.
Close match. Uh-oh. Oh, out of ammo.
Oh,
One of the downsides of the full auto is you do run out of ammo with it.
right.
So yeah, we should mention at this point the when he was modding that machete, you saw that it actually took not just a binding and blade, but also takes a rag now. So we added an additional ingredient for modding a melee weapon. So both the 2x4 and the machete require that extra ingredient. We found that especially with the 2x4, it really makes those modded melee weapons just a little more rare and a little more special. Wow, flamethrower versus machete. Oh, double
Learn me
down.
later.
Vivi knew what was up. Wow, this is a really close game.
Super close.
It's 3v2 right now.
2-on-2.
Not this one.
Yep. Well, we'll just watch the last few minutes of this match play out.
Down.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna be
It's
2 on
like
1.
this is probably going to be the end for.
Okay, quick question from the stream. Why did we not add theater mode?
Question from the Twitch stream was why theater mode, which was or cinema mode, was in Uncharted, was not available in Last of Us, and it's certainly something we wanted to do. It's a great feature. We just didn't have time. You know, this is a very limited
Right.
amount of time we had, especially programmer time, and we'd love to add it. There's so many other things we'd love to add to the game too. So
Right.
it's not here, but good news is with PS4 version, Last of Us, you'll be able to stream that stuff live, from the
Yeah.
PS4, which is awesome. So
That's gonna be my favorite feature about the PS4.
While we got a little time, do we want to talk anything about the new trophies a little bit, maybe?
So we're definitely going to talk about the new trophies once we get to the wharf map. Quentin's going
Right.
to come in and talk about them. For now, we're just going to go over to Coal Mine and play a match there.
So this is what I was saying earlier. This is my favorite map in the new map pack.
So this is the loadout Quentin's going to use. It's kind of a long-range loadout. He's going to do hunting rifle, 9mm. He's using the launcher, which is great. Coal Mine, it's has some longer sight lines. And launcher's going to help him take guys out behind cover. He's got Explosion Expert to increase the radius of that those explosions from the launcher. There we go. And he's also using awareness, so he's going to see enemy name tags pop up longer range, and whenever he gets shot, he's going to see those name tags for 10 seconds. So this map is a map I designed, and I liked the idea of trying to create kind of a spiritual successor to Lakeside, which is my favorite map from the
Yeah,
retail.
absolutely.
Because I think it's a great map, and so this map is in the same space from the single player environment. It's a snowy coal mine area, and so there's this kind of mix of outdoor and indoor, and there's a mix of long range and short range.
Right.
And so I think what this map does pretty well is that it gives you a lot of contrast. It's, instead of just picking one loadout and saying, okay, like this is my medium range loadout, I'm going to do fine. This is a map where you really have to mix things up, because sometimes you go outside and there's some longer sight lines, and then you go inside and it's a much tighter
Yeah.
experience.
They're very different experiences too, because once you go inside these warehouses and stuff, it's just it's a very interesting experience compared to the fronts that you're going to get on the exterior.
Sure
Absolutely.
thing.
So right off the bat, he's got kind of two big choices. You can go left to the outside upper area, or you can go right into the coal mine area, with what we call the generator room, or you can go down the middle, which
Right.
is kind of little more open, but it's got this bridge over the top, which is one of the big